During this crisis, the people of Mombasa County are going to suffer for various reasons, and he set up this committee, which is also led by the private sector as well. And I'm glad to know that the private sector has contributed generously so far to this worthy cause. Our target has been quite humongous. We have to distribute about 200,000 food parcels to, we have to distribute food parcels to 200,000 households. All of them are of vulnerable families. We are looking for water supply to areas where there is no piped water. We are looking at health facilities to assist the local hospitals, both government and private, to make sure that all the patients who are found COVID positive are looked after. I'm very glad to say that up to now, we have distributed about 60,000 food parcels. Each food parcel can take a family for 1 month. And the idea is to make sure that that family which gets those food parcels stays at home. That's the only way we can defeat this virus. We've been very fortunate that we have been able to raise enough funds for water. We have got pledges for three huge boreholes. We've got 80 tanks already donated by various communities. And I must say that at least more than 30% of the area of Mombasa which had no water has already been supplied with water. The new COVID-19 ward, which we started at the Technical University of Mombasa, has had 150 patients already so far. And you can imagine that if those COVID-19 patients had no place to go for quarantine or for isolation, they have had been left on their own because the public hospitals and the private hospitals were full to capacity. So this committee and this program has been instrumental in food, in water, and in health distribution. I would like to specially thank today's donors. I know there is the I&M Bank who are here. They are giving us food worth about 1 million shillings. We have the East African Tea Trade Association, which are led by the chairman here, who are giving us food worth 1.1 million shillings. I don't know about the third donor, but maybe you can talk about the third donor. So I would just like to say, Asante, Sarah?
China Communications.
No, the China Communications Construction Company Limited as well.
CCCA.
CCCA. I just want to thank the private sector once again for coming forward, but let me please appeal to the private sector. There is still a lot of work to be done. There are still people who are without jobs, who are on daily wages, who do not have food on the table. Our job is to make sure that we help those communities, at least during this time of the pandemic, to make sure that they are not hungry. So I would like to appeal to the private sector, please come forward and help us as much as possible. Asante sana. Thanks.
Asante, Chairman. The third group is CCC, is a Chinese company that is working in Kenya, that we had reached out to step in and assist where they could. And that's why they're here today. They also will be representing us with some food donation, and we'll engage further on how we can continue to work together to overcome challenges during this pandemic. So thank you, CCC Limited. Asanteni sana. Over to our County Commissioner to make some brief remarks.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for turning up this afternoon for this ceremony. Number two, I want to thank everybody who has given us a donation in the past and even now. because it has gone a very, very long way to assist our people. Today, just as the governor has put it, we have received donations from I&M Bank, that is rice, 3,750 kilograms, green grams, 3,200 kilos, sugar, 3,100 kilograms. We have also received from China Road and Bridge Corporation, Taifa flour, 5,500 packs, Sesta corn flour, 1,200 packs, Fry cooking oil, 1,000 bottles, sugar, 1,000 packs, 7,500 masks, and 1 carton of sanitizer, which was issued previously. Number 3, we have also received from East Africa Tea Traders Association assorted foodstuff worth 1.1 million. We really appreciate for that. And I want to assure you that the committee which is charged with handling this food will handle it very well, and it will reach the intended beneficiaries. So that is an assurance from our committee. Then I would also like to mention, for the benefit of the public and everybody in Mombasa, that currently we are working on a process of putting in place measures which will assist to reopen the economy once and when the government will decide that the economy will be opened. We have met with the various stakeholders as a committee, a county preparedness committee. We have met with the religious leaders, both from the Muslim faith and the Christian faith. We have met with the business people, the hoteliers, and others. And we have prepared a checklist on which one has to, on items which one has to fulfill before they are reopened. And this one sent around issues which were prescribed by public health on issues to do with social distancing, sanitizing, taking of temperatures, and of course providing conducive environment where business can proceed without necessarily spreading COVID-19. So everything is actually in place, and we are prepared, we are ready. Anytime an announcement is made, we'll inspect those premises, and people will proceed as normal. But then there is a warning that our cases are now higher than even before. So by reopening, it doesn't mean now we relax. In fact, we need to be more careful when and if the economy will be reopened. Because sometimes, if we don't handle it very carefully, we might have a spike of the same. But I want to assure you that our committee, which is co-chaired by myself and the governor, we have put in place those measures in preparedness for any eventuality. So I want to appeal to the business people, the religious organizations, and everybody else that please let us cooperate when the time comes. Let us cooperate so that we make everybody to be safe, even as we proceed with our business and economic ventures. Otherwise, thank you very much for the donations. Once more, we are very grateful, and I want to assure you that what you have given us will go to the intended beneficiaries. And if there is anybody out there who is still willing to donate, however small or big the donation is, please, you are welcome to come and donate. Thank you very much.
Asante. So in a nutshell, what we are trying to say is that we need to continue to stay on alert. I know circumstances can change, and indeed things have changed a lot. I listen to so many debates, I hear arguments, and more particularly the one that the county commissioner has mentioned is that people are looking at reopening at a time when the numbers are growing. But also let us accept the fact that we have learnt a lot from our own practices and that of the world. And we now know there are certain regulations. If indeed they are followed properly, then the narrative can change. I want to continue to say this, that government can do and has done what they're supposed to do. But largely the control is in the hands of the people. How we behave, how we move, how we conduct our day-to-day businesses will make a difference. And I am so grateful to the people of Mombasa, more particularly the private sector. One would have imagined that there would be a fatigue, some kind of a fatigue in giving out. But I can tell you we still are receiving overwhelming support towards helping the people. We don't take that for granted. The fact that the Chinese friends of ours are here, my brother Nick Munyi, who I've missed for a long time, I've not seen him, and I&M Bank really shows us clearly that there is continuous commitment in helping the people. I want us to carry on with that good action and intention and goodwill, because only that can change the narrative, nothing else. Let me tell you, a lot of the things that we have achieved so far, even what we have at Technical University of Mombasa, is as a result of partnership between us, public institutions, private sector, and even just ordinary people, who some of them are not even in business. And the perfect example is that you will see the doctors that are running our facility at TUM. These are doctors, one of them is working at Aga Khan, and another one, Dr. Salim, who does private practices. He's based there today looking after COVID patients on voluntary basis. But obviously, in processes such as these ones, there will be naysayers. There will be people with negative energy. There will be people who refuse to understand the current situation, as it were. And they can say too many things. They will always look for an excuse. They will always find something negative to say. But I know, personally, I have developed thick skin enough to fathom all the negative energy that comes or is intended onto us. We are moving forward. We want to be that county, that city that stood together. We want to be that city during this pandemic that defied all odds and were able to pull on a common front, because we are in position to be helpful to others. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We will not be swayed. We will not lose focus. We will stick to our plan to ensure at some point we change the narrative. Obviously, initially we had thought it is something, globally would have been able to be dealt with in a short period of time. But we see what's going on, and we cannot sit back. How can I be comfortable sitting at home, even on staying at home or self-quarantine, whatever it is? We can't, because we are in the leadership. We must be leading from the front. So my appreciation goes to all of you. And I want to say this. I want to say this particularly to our chairman, Mr. Abdul Samji, and County Commissioner. I was sad when I saw the other day the president had announced so many names, people that were decorated. We did not send his name. This guy is deserving. So me and you, we have to work out something. I want to give him encouragement. He has done a lot. And I'm sure he's now swimming in waters that he has never imagined before. He's learning, at his age, he's learning so many things, even in terms of people's behavior. Because some of the things that they hear, they see, are through social media. But I am so grateful Mr. Samji has never lost focus. He's always reminded all of us as to why we came together as a people. To be able to help the vulnerable families, to stand with them, to guide them, to assist them, and provide them with a positive energy and hand. It is not magical. Let me tell you, it's not rocket science. It's the goodwill and the commitment and the sacrifice and the zeal that people put in to be able to get things done. We are put on check. I'm the governor here. County commissioner is here. But we are put on check by the private sector that is led by Mr. Samji. He has no interest. Mr. Samji doesn't want to be elected. He doesn't want to be MCA. He doesn't want to be MP. Do you? I have not known of any. He doesn't want to be governor. He doesn't want to be president. He's only giving back. You know, committing his time and resources to be able to give back. And all of you that have come forward, someone would have imagined like now kuna nini, inatuanga donor fatigue. But we're still receiving overwhelming support. So our prayers are with you. Maombi yetu yako kwenu. Sema tu kidogo Kiswahili manake kitio leo ameongea kizungu tupu. Watu wetu, nia yetu sisi ni kusaidia watu. Sisi wengine tuko katika majukumu ya uongozi. Na lazima tutende yale ambayo yanastahili kutendwa ili mwananchi apate yale ambayo yanamfaa. Lakini katika hali ama mandhari kama hii kutakuwa na kusua kwingi. Wengi wetu hatuwezi kuelewa. Kutakuwa na ukosoaji wa kiasi kikubwa. Kutakuwa na watu ambaye hata hawayajui, hawayaoni, lakini wanaona kama wana uwezo wa kuchangia. Na mafunzo yetu yametufundisha kuna watu wengi wamejifanya sahihi, wao ndio wamebobea katika mambo haya, na ilhali wanapoteza umma. Ilhali wanavunja moyo watu ambao wamejitolea. Ndio mimi nataka niwaambie msife moyo. Haya mnayafanya hapa, mnaifanya kwa jina la humanity ama ubinadamu, na Mungu pekee anaweza kuwalipa mema. Sisi tutasema ile ya kibinadamu asante, lakini haya yanayofanya mtakuja kushangaa tukifika mbele ya haki yametutangulia mbele yetu. So niwapatie moyo. Niwaambie kwamba mengi yatazungumzwa, mengi yatafanyika, lakini hakuna hata jambo moja ambalo limefanywa hapa kwetu ama kitaifa na nia mbaya. Nothing that has been done so far that is ill-intended. Every move that the national government has taken, and ourselves even at county level as a response committee, was an intention to be able for all of us to be in a better situation. So yes, kutakuwa na nini? Some people that will be uncomfortable, maudhiko, kukasirika, kuchukia. But the point that I want to remind you and emphasize ni kwamba haya yote yaliyotendwa, yalotangazwa, kila mtu alikuwa na nia tu moja ya kuokoa maisha. There's no other intention here. All that we want to achieve is to be able to say we did not lose so many lives. When our people needed facilities for treatment, walipata. Walitaka matibabu, walipata. Walitaka oxygen, walipata. Walitaka kuwekwa kwa intensive care facility, walipata. That is all we want to do. Ambaye hawana uwezo wamepata msaada.